What's up, everybody? Welcome again to This Week in Gaming with the Slightly Salted Squad. Thanks for joining us today, September 4th, Day of the Hurricane, for episode 41, where we're going to be talking about hurricanes, Tokyo Game Show, and a whole lot of Nintendo. We appreciate you watching or listening, whether it be live on twitch.tv/slightlysaltedsquad or later on YouTube or on your favorite podcast network. We out there. If you haven't yet, please check us out on Twitter and Instagram for news and updates or just random tweets. And if you want to actually support us rather than Twitch, click those follow and subscribe buttons or check us out at patreon.com/slightlysaltedsquad. Most importantly, though, if you actually want to play with us, for example, WoW Classic that we're now all suckered into, make sure you check out our official Discord, which you can link to from twitch.tv/slightlysaltedsquad. Well, that's enough of that. As always, I'm John at Force Inept.
I'm Mike at Sregge.
I'm Deion at Taiko.
Okay, so first of all, before we actually get into the news, apologies for, we missed Squad Mode this past week. I think we missed Platinum Grind. Missed my VR training. We've had...
Missed the backlog.
Apparently a hurricane coming. Granted, obviously devastated a lot of country, not making light of it, but at the same time, we've all prepared for it, and then I think I got like 30 minutes of rain the whole weekend. Like, it wasn't that bad. So, but we're back now. We're all safe. So if you were concerned, thank you. If you weren't,
fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you. Let's see.
Real quick, before we get started, John, what's that word that you used? Nintendo. Can you say that?
Nintend-uendo. There's going to be a whole lot of it coming up later in the news. But first, as always, if you got Amazon Prime, that means you got Twitch Prime. That means you give us a free sub, or you can give it to somebody else in the community, but, like, give it to us. We're the ones asking. You're clearly listening to us. If you're listening to us on podcast or YouTube, go back to Twitch, twitch.tv/slightlysaltedsquad, and sub. And speaking of subs, it's also September. Someone tell me what that means.
September, oh my god.
Hey! Speaking of that,
good timing, actually.
Thanks for the sub, The King Live. Much appreciated.
Dude, The King, thank you so much, bro. Appreciate it.
Means he can subscribe for $2.50.
That's exactly right. 50% off.
It's almost like we planned that, but trust me, we do not plan that far ahead.
That is awesome.
So September means you can subscribe for half off. That does not mean that the affiliates or partners get half the money. They actually get the normal amount of money. So for us, that means we actually get everything in the sub, which is great.
All the money.
And is there anything else with September?
Yeah, gifts are also 50% off.
Okay.
And because it's a partnership with Subway, Subway's throwing in 10% more bits when you cheer 10 or more bits using the limited time sub sandwich cheer mode. Oh god.
Oh, you have to use that emote?
I didn't read that all the way through. I was just like, oh yeah.
And get 11 bits for the price of 10.
Well, Steve Nedley, we're looking at you because you're in second place on the bit count.
Ooh,
you're welcome.
Only second.
Okay, well that's been ridiculous. Anything else to talk about before we get into the news?
Nah, fam, let's do it.
Let's do it. Okay, and first up, we are starting with Tokyo Game Show. So that's not until September 11th through 15th, but this has already come out from Nibble, however you pronounce his name, pretty famous on Twitter for leaking things. Project Resistance, with the trait or the kind of classic formatting of the Resident Evil series, is supposed to be shown first ever look at Tokyo Game Show. And a teaser trailer is expected September 9th. So just coming up here next Monday, I think that is. So they did show some... Let me clarify. By show, I mean some Reddit user went in with some sort of tool from YouTube and was able to grab screen caps based on the logic is used for creating like icons that like YouTube does. Like thumbnails, but like the auto ones. You can somehow steal those on private videos, and then you get these amazing, super low quality images.
Those are hot.
Yeah. So if you take a look at this fourth one, second and third one, you can see 4 players, and now everybody is kind of speculating They think it's going to be kind of a Left 4 Dead type thing, or Daisy type. Not Daisy. Zombie. What's the new zombie game? 4-player co-op. You fight hordes of zombies.
New?
Not new. New-ish. Oh my god. World War Z. So people think it's going to be like that, although
not even in my mind.
it's Resident Evil, so maybe that'll be good. But
Yeah, I mean, Resident Evil's done multiplayer before, like co-op before, so
really,
makes sense.
okay. Oh yeah, that's fair.
yeah.
Resident Evil 5. I remember playing 5 for
It's
it.
one of them.
Yeah, the 2-player
Yeah.
co-op, for whatever reason I wasn't thinking that type of co-op. That's fair. So yeah, that'll be interesting. But more to come. That's just kind of the rumblings coming up with Tokyo Game Show.
Boom. Another subscription. Thanks, Steve Nedley.
Appreciate that, Steve
Appreciate it, man.
Nedley.
What up,
we're killing it.
Steve?
Appreciate
We are
that.
killing it.
I think one more sub and you get the different icon too, which is Archer Farms, which I don't have it near me actually, surprisingly.
Probably ate it.
We're not
You ate
sponsored
it on
by.
the-
I did get it for the hurricane. It did not last. I will share that. So, Archer Farms still waiting on that reply to my email. So, let's see. Coming up next, video game adjacent news. Steam Library is getting overhauled. We've kind of talked about that, about some rumors and stuff like that. Starting September 17th, however, if you're in the beta, you can actually, which is free to sign up for, you can actually get the new layout and everything. Starting today and tomorrow, part of Steam Labs, the whole kind of new stuff to test things out and figure out what games are good for you and stuff like that, is getting a bunch of updates as well. But the big UI overhaul and stuff like that, you'll be able to try out September 17th. So for T-Gebs, if he's in the chat, there you go. They're trying to compete with Epic Game
Boom.
Store. I'm going to just lay it at that before I get raged at in the chat. Also, I'm going to hurry along, so please stop me, guys, if you want to focus on anything, because this Nintendo Direct had a whole lot of stuff in it.
It's huge.
Huge. And lots of innuendos. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Here's a just better look at the UI there. So,
Looks cool. I like it.
So, can you sign up for the beta on...
yes,
Where
on
would you sign up
Steam.
for the beta?
It's in your Steam settings, I believe. You go to your profile and you can select beta opt-ins type stuff. So
Yeah, no, it's not for me. It's for a friend. I just...
yeah,
sure.
definitely. Yeah, just asking for
Yeah.
chat to better understand. That's a fair point.
Yes,
I
exactly.
appreciate your journalistic integrity of
Always
asking
looking out, man.
questions. Next up, Cyberpunk 2077, I think our favorite game to talk about. Again, coming out April 16th, 2020. Quite a ways away. But we've been talking about all these different Polish translation challenges and things like that, and all these rumors that no one quite knows if they're true or not. They've come out and tweeted, and I'm going to just read this whole thing here. Until now, the only thing we said about meaning multiplayer, was that it was an R&D. As we're getting closer to launching single-player, Cyberpunk 2077 in April 2020, we'd like to confirm that multiplayer's in the works. If you feel like lending us your skills, apply here. It gives you, so they're recruiting developers and all that stuff. They continue on in a smaller thing. The plan for now is to deliver Cyberpunk 2077 in April, then follow up with DLCs, free, and single-player content. And once we're done, invite you for some multiplayer action. So,
I'm just in love right now, man. Like, that is just music to my ears.
Dude. So far, this company and this effort for, especially Cyberpunk 2077, can do no wrong. Witcher 3 really didn't do any wrong at all, anyways, with it. So,
Nope.
They are crushing it. And finally, after months of their merch being available in the UK and Europe, it's now available in US and Canada. So you can go on to us.store.cdprojektred.com. I don't know why that's their URL. And order a bunch of merch. So that came out today, and I immediately ordered some Cyberpunk stuff. Can't wait.
Nice.
That Geralt Ronin figure is absolutely
incredible. Where?
Say what?
It's down like 2
Shop
scrolls.
now. figurines. Bam. Look at that bad boy.
Oh my god.
Shit. Oh, 200. God.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's pricey, but like it's hand
Man,
It's just
painted.
gorgeous.
Let me just add that to my wish list right now.
I like how you can also just go to toys and get a Gwent troll babbling plushie.
The guy is selling it right
Yeah,
there.
he's really selling
You
it.
know?
Just so
Yes.
comfortable and soft. But yeah, the Cyberpunk stuff, you can get the posters, which I did refrain from, but really want to buy all of them. The different like factions, backgrounds.
Oh, the
type
faction
things.
pins, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Liner socks. Yeah, all the stuff. Yeah. So check that out. You're welcome. We're wasting all your money. Let's see. Next up, guys, and I kind of prefaced this in a discussion before we went live, but what game is coming out tomorrow? Again, if you're watching later, today is September 4th. What game is coming out on September 5th?
September 5th.
What triple A blockbuster game is coming out on September 5th that I didn't realize?
You know, if there is one, it surely isn't memorable or doesn't repeat itself consistently. So I don't think
You would be correct.
Yeah.
That is Gears 5. That same difference. But luckily, Dave Bautista is a playable character.
Is he playing as Drax, or is it just Dave Bautista?
It's just Dave Bautista, from
I
my
just feel like-
understanding.
CD Projekt Red got Keanu Reeves, and they're like, shit, we need somebody. How much money do we have left? And they're like, we got about $75. Like, somebody called Dave Bautista, and we'll just put his face on this character that's already modeled.
Yeah, so according to the article, he's wanting to star in a Gears of War movie and all this stuff, and it's like, okay. But, like, the game comes out tomorrow. This news came out yesterday.
Trying to drive sales.
Except, not many people are reporting on it. I got an alert from Evo Strix, which is usually a mid website. Anyways, apologies if anybody follows that a lot, but yeah. So Gears 5 is coming out tomorrow. I know we probably covered more about Gears Pop than we did Gears 5. So
We did.
wow, just wow. So there's that for Gears fan. If you got Games Pass, there you go. You got a Xbox One original exclusive. Anyways, let's see. Borderlands 3, talking about exclusive deals with Epic Game Store. That comes out next Friday, September 13th. In case you were wondering when you can play Borderlands, they did this not weird at all website that you can just go to on their site and
What up,
see
Fair
all the
Games?
different times. Wow, yes, Fair Games showing up
You, like, pop
right
in.
in time
Oh,
for
hey.
Borderlands 3. We know he'll be playing it at launch, which, if you're in Eastern Daylight Time, which thank you, Borderlands 3, for using the appropriate EDT and not EST, because that's the biggest pet peeve of mine. Okay, anyways, rant over. You can play it at midnight if you're in Eastern. If you're in San Francisco, you're playing it at 9 o'clock. Makes sense. I think
Nice.
everybody, basically the same that everybody does. So, yeah. Kind of weird they need to put that on their website. But there you go. PC is slightly different. Oddly enough. Not sure if you knew that, Pharaoh. Okay, yes, good point. You can do a 48-hour preload. If you're playing on PC, you can actually play it 5 hours early? 7 p.m. Eastern on September 12th. So,
No shit.
there you go. Yeah. Cool. I don't know why that's a thing. But, let's see. Are you guys getting this at launch? I know we've kind of debated back and forth, and now I'm sure WoW Classic may have changed that.
Yes, significantly. I will not. I have a Thunder Fury to earn, so I will be busting my ass for the next 6 months.
Yeah, that's fair.
Interesting.
If T-Gabs is in the chat, shout out to the first Thunder Fury I knew. T-Gabs. Ooh, the King
no,
Live
King.
says my Thunder Fury.
I will fight you for it.
Ooh, PvP duel You guys are
No,
right?
no.
I was
I'm
like
gonna go to
Orgrimmar?
North Dakota, and I'm gonna open-handed slap him for it.
Physically
I will do
fight.
it.
Gotcha.
Yes.
IRL combat. Deion.
So, listen, it's not really my thing, but I was gonna do that for the. I was gonna get it on launch for the betterment of the squad because I figured we would do some squad play for the chat, for the fans out there. But man, I don't know. There's a lot out there, and it's just I've never been like. It just doesn't hit me the same way that some other games hit me, and that's not a knock to it at all. It's just not typically my thing. But again, I could definitely be persuaded because of all the streaming stuff that it has, like all those enhancements and stuff like that.
Right.
I do think that'd be a cool experience. So
Yeah, I'm pretty excited for that aspect of it. And the kind of leveling aspect where you don't need to be the same level, which I know we're kind of going through right now in WoW Classic. So
yeah.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I'm certainly going to buy it at some point. It just won't be anytime soon.
That's fair. Let's see. Next two games we're going to be talking about both come out the same day, October 25th. First of all, starting The Outer Worlds. Brand new trailer just went up. I guess it was Friday, the 31st of August. So pretty cool trailer. It definitely gives at least me a better look at it. It looks a lot better than I remember seeing, at least. It kind of gives you a look at a few of the different worlds that you go to, things like that. It's got, that classic humor. It is very much a BioWare meets Fallout vibe for me, with like all the kind of steampunkish signs and things like that, meets the very textured feel of like Fallout. So obviously creators of Fallout New Vegas, I think it was. So makes sense. Any company that puts Bethesda to shame is a winner in my book. Yeah, this game looks amazing. It's probably going to be about 30 hours, kind of their guess, based on it being roughly the same size as Coder 2, they were saying. So, more to come on that. But trailer looks great. It's funny, so should be a good one. The next game coming out October 25th, Call of Duty Modern Warfare, which I think I was talking this weekend that first Call of Duty game I've been excited for in a decade.
Yep.
So I know Deion, you got to play. I think Pharaoh Games played some of it. We had Dead by Dawn, who's in the chat a lot, playing some of it. Got to do the PlayStation 4 closed beta. Is that what it was?
It was
open.
It was an alpha. No, so yeah, it was open just for
open
PlayStation.
alpha.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was only the
2v2
2v2 mode.
Yeah, it was a 2v2 alpha that was open if you had PlayStation, so it wasn't closed.
Gotcha.
Yep.
This will be one of I think this might be the first time I'm buying a COD game at launch since like Black Ops 2 or something crazy like that. It was really, really good in the alpha, and I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I couldn't even tell you the last one I did. So the open beta kicks off for PS4 again, PS4 only, PlayStation shelling out money, on September 12th. Early access beta, if you pre-order the game, runs from 12th through the 13th. And then the open beta, if you didn't pre-order, again, only PlayStation, runs September 14th through the 16th. But then, if you pre-order the game not on PlayStation, you can start playing the 19th and 20th. And then the open beta for anybody that hasn't pre-ordered it on all platforms, September 21st to the 23rd.
That's a lot.
And if you don't play on the 23rd, then you and 3 friends can get sacks and have a round-robin sack race to determine who gets to play from the 24th to the 27th.
There you go.
Do you guys remember, I think it was, there's Division 2 and then Anthem, the like grid of like collector's
Anthem
editions.
had
And when you could play early.
chart.
It was awful.
Call of Duty needs to get that for its open beta because, oh my god, it's like doing one of those math problems. It's like, okay, if I did this but not this and I have this time, can I play it? No.
No.
Pharaoh Games says, first shooter with crossplay. I never thought I'd see this in my lifetime. I mean, like, Fortnite though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Granted,
That doesn't count.
not a traditional shooter, but still gonna make a point.
First, yeah, not
Fair,
a shooter.
not a shooter. You got guns, you shoot things.
It's definitely different. Interesting to see how that's gonna play out, and if it's an option to turn on, then I
also think it's interesting.
Cool.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're good.
I think it's interesting that they have a 100-player mode, right? So it's not technically a battle royale. They're gonna have some other cool stuff you can do with 100 people, like 50 versus 50 and things like that. So it'll be interesting to see how they can put their own spin on it, because I think there's a lot of fun playing with 99 other people, but I'm so burned out in the battle royale scene that I have no interest in playing another one.
Yeah, and I think there were some news articles about them getting flack for it, but like, who cares? And actually, that's odd. This does say Ground War Battle Royale, baby, but I think they confirmed it wasn't a Battle Royale. Maybe Pharaoh, if you can check me on that one. But Ground War is more than 100 players, so that just reminds me of like Battlefield, where it's, 40 versus 40 is, I think, the biggest you can go in that one?
Yeah, I think so.
I think it's that. Also,
I know there's
Pharaoh
definitely
would probably know that
64
one too.
players. I can't remember.
Oh, yeah, maybe it's 32.
But man, and that's what's interesting too, because I've kind of probably been on the more of the Battlefield spectrum as of late, more than Call of Duty. So
yeah, definitely.
It seems like with Modern Warfare that they're kind of touching into a lot of that territory. So it'll be really interesting to see what they do. No Battle Royale at launch. Ground War is up to 100 players with vehicles. Battle Royale will most likely be at a later launch
Date after launch.
Thank you.
Yeah, makes sense. There. So it seems like Call of Duty is kind of making that swing towards the traditional Battlefield gameplay, which I'm all about, because some battle boys. Okay, 20 minutes in, time to go to the Nintendo Direct, because holy shit, this Nintendo Direct went off today. So September 4th at 6 p.m. Eastern, Nintendo had its Direct, and it started immediately with Overwatch. Overwatch will be coming to the Nintendo Switch October 15th. They didn't confirm price. I'm assuming you're going to have to purchase it like Overwatch traditionally. I was kind of hoping they would say it would be like free to play or something like that. They didn't really say anything about cross-platform that I got either. So like cross progression with like loot boxes and stuff like that. So I'm kind of curious to see how that goes, because I know a lot of people have invested money into it. I mean, even myself, minimally.
They don't have cross platform or cross progression with PS4 today. So it'd be interesting if they did it for Nintendo.
Yeah. Pharaoh guessing it to be $39.99. With a Switch, I don't doubt it. It seems like all their games are fairly high priced. So not a whole lot of news there besides it's coming. Curious to see how it looks, how it runs. I can't imagine playing Overwatch, honestly, with a controller, but we'll see. Next up, Luigi's Mansion 3, some new information. Again, that's coming out October 31st. They talked about a few new floors and then a new mode called Scream Park, which is essentially a party mode, 2 to 8 players. So that could be cool. So when one of you guys pick that up, we can do as a party mode, because I'm
it'll be me for sure.
I love the styling of the game, but for whatever reason, just doesn't draw me in. Which seems weird for me to say, because I don't say that about many games. Let's see. Pharaoh says, this further confirms my suspicion that Overwatch 2 will be announced at BlizzCon. It is surprising that wasn't saved for BlizzCon, and just kind of the date pushed, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see. That would be huge news if they talk about Overwatch 2 already. Next up, Super Kirby Clash. Multiplayer fighting game with Kirby's and classes. Shadow drops today. And they reiterated twice, it is free to start. So I haven't checked it out yet.
What does that mean?
Don't know what that means. Sounds like microtransactions or some sort of gotcha. Especially the fact that they had to reiterate it twice seemed weird. But there's that. So who knows? Maybe we'll check out the free to start portion for a party mode or something like that down the line.
Back in my day, free to start games were called demos.
Yes, which is weird because they also said demo multiple times throughout the direct as well. So that's, yeah, a little odd there. Next up, Trials of Mana HD remake comes out April 24th. So this wasn't brand new news, or at least maybe I'm remembering leaked news. I'm not sure, but looks great. Updated visuals, things like that. You can customize your characters a little more. There's a reimagined effort, around the styling and everything. Notably, I thought reimagining of the cleavage, because I don't think I've seen a Nintendo game, at least advertised, that had such reimagined, scantily clad women.
Those are great assets.
Yes. Large image assets and things like that. So there you go. If you're into that, I never played the originals. I hear they're amazing. That's about all I got, though. Either of you guys play them?
Nah. That's a Tales of Nerdia game, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
100%.
Super Nani.
Nani? Let's see. Next up, Return of the Obra Dinn. So, honestly, I thought this had already come to the Switch. But it was a Steam game, got amazing reviews. It was nominated for Game of the Year in multiple categories through multiple things that we covered last year. Game Awards, I don't think it technically won anything, but I think GDC it won some awards, if I remember correctly. So this did get announced during the Nintendo Direct that is coming to the Nintendo Switch this fall. Didn't give a specific date. But then this also got announced directly after the Direct. Is coming for PlayStation 4 and Xbox One as well. So, I have not played it. It's one of those games that I wish I played and want to play, just because everybody says it's an amazing game, the stylization, the art style, and all that stuff. And the fact that you're investigating an East India Trade Company insurance claim. Like, weird, but cool. So
it's a cool puzzle-ish type.
Did you play
investigation type game? No, but I watched probably 2 hours of gameplay.
Oh wow, okay.
2.5 hours of gameplay. And it was cool. It just definitely does it in a different way.
Yeah, because it's like kind of like looking back through time to see events.
Yeah,
and stuff, right?
It's kind of like you're in a scene, and then you can kind of pan around and look around the scene, and then you kind of notice different things, and then you have like a kind of book of all these faces of you're like kind of scratching off people as you go down the line and unlocking that, and you unlock another scene. You're starting to put the pieces together.
Gotcha.
But it just does it in a different way. Its animations and its graphics look really different than what you're probably used to with the whole like weird art style. But it's cool. It's definitely cool.
Cool. Okay, I'll check that out. But yeah, no date, coming this fall though. Real quick. Oh wow! Thanks, Lampy.
Dude. Ooh, JD Lampy.
What up, Lampy?
Can we get some what up Lampies in the chat for JD Lampy subbing? Welcome back to the chat, man. It's been a while. Let's see. Oh yeah, I missed. Similar to the Mario mobile game, first level is free, then you had to pay beyond that. Yeah, so talking about the Super Kirby Clash. So yeah, probably something similar to that. Look at all those what up Lampies. Let's see.
So many what up Lampies.
Continuing on, we got Little Town Hero. Oh, just kidding. Don't have an image for that one. Spoilers for what we're talking about afterwards. Little Town Hero. It's some little RPG fighting thing. I literally wrote down as a note, no idea how the combat works, because based on what they showed, it just looks super confusing, almost like a rock, paper, scissors type game. So if somebody has any idea how that game works, let me know. Comes out.
Rock beats scissors. Scissors beats paper. Paper beats rock.
John, you're our little town hero, okay, bro? Remember that.
I don't even know what that means. Let's see. That comes out October 16th, but luckily you can preload it today because reasons.
Just in case.
Because you're not going to have internet because of the multiple other hurricanes coming. Let's see. Next up, Super Smash Brothers. Little game that we've talked about here and there, played. Indie title, I think. Luckily, it's being reborn by BanjoKazooie, who was already announced, to be fair. That's not breaking news. Who really cares about that, right? We talked about that. Just kidding. He came out today. So they shadow dropped the third character of the 5-character fighter pass, which I believe was $20, if I'm not mistaken, to purchase essentially the next 5 characters. It also comes with levels and soundtracks and all that stuff. And then, with that shadow drop, they gave an announcement for the 4th character. So we'll hear. So we had Joker, we had Hero, and then BanjoKazooie. The 4th, they went through a Nintendo timeline, which they actually briefly showed a Nintendo Game & Watch at the very top, which was pretty cool. That went back down to the Neo Geo, which I never played. I never even had exposure to. I know of it now that I'm older and like invest in the video game industry news and stuff like that, but had never heard of one as a kid. So unfortunately, this one's lost on me. But they went through a bunch of different characters and settled on Terry from Fatal Fury. Have either of you guys played Fatal Fury?
No, but that looks like Ken.
I
from Street Fighter.
legit thought it was Ken when they first showed the gloves and the red and blonde dude.
Right, like, we already have this character.
Yeah,
What the
we have him, but we don't.
You have so many characters they don't even know anymore. They're just recycling them.
It's literally just Ken with a hat on that says Fatal Fury. It's
Never heard of her. He
guy.
says. How can you tell with the long hair and the weird
The pecs
chest boobs
and biceps.
and a name like Terry?
Terry Crews, most pecked. Never mind. Let's see. So yeah, that is Fighter 4 of 5 of the Fighter Pass. He will be releasing sometime in November, they said. So there we go.
Wow.
Maybe around November 15th with like Pokemon and stuff like that. Who knows? But
I mean, that's cool, but like, why? You know?
Right.
Like, I just, and I'm not like a super fanboy, but I can probably guarantee that a lot of people had other characters, other Nintendo characters on their list besides Terry.
Yeah, actually, let me Google it. Oh, no, this is a different. Yeah, hold up. You can Google it yourself. Google Nintendo Fighter Pass, and you will see this image with a million different photoshops of different characters on there.
Gotcha.
I actually had to look for this one and make sure it was correct because there were so
Like,
many
this is
ones
real,
that were wrong. So,
Hachi and Leon. I'd be down.
Oh shit!
I mean,
Sora,
The-
Cuphead, Dante.
the thing with Nintendo is, I mean, they have so many characters that it's going to speak to some of their audience no matter what and miss on others.
Yes.
Like Banjo-Kazooie, like, that's cool. I've played the games, but I was never like, oh my god, Banjo-Kazooie. If they had, like, Crash come in or something like that, be a different story. Or Ratchet. That'd be amazing. But... yeah, so Terry faces the Fury / joins
Shout
the
out to
battle.
that dude that like was drinking something, spit it out, and just like, is that Terry from Fatal Fury made in 1991?
Oh my
god!
God. I have his hat. I cosplay as him.
He's like wearing the hat.
And everybody goes, oh, hey, look, it's Ken. It's not Ken, it's Terry.
Yeah, so they also confirmed, not necessarily Fighter Pass 2, but they said there are more fighters in the works. And they made it sound like a really nice thing and cool. But then there's a little disclaimer at the bottom that also said it was not included in Fighter Pass 1, or the current Fighter Pass for $19.99 would be sold separately type thing. So there will be more Fighter Passes, so not too much of a surprise there, but they did officially confirm it, though. So there you go. Next up, Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. Coming out September 20th, so just a couple weeks away at this point. Not really much news outside of... They kind of showed the dungeon builder, they called it, where you unlock pieces of dungeons and then can create your own dungeons and alter them and stuff like that, which is a cool concept. I don't think I would ever do it. But I thought the coolest part about it is... you can actually save the dungeon in an amiibo Granted, it's probably has to be one of the specific Zelda amiibos, but you can save it in an amiibo and then take it to a friend's Switch and then play it on that. So, super niche use case, but I thought that was pretty cool and creative nonetheless. So
I could see that for like custom characters, custom levels. I'm not gonna play my game on somebody else's Switch. Like, when would I do that?
yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, if you both have it, then you could load it to theirs or something like that. But
Yeah.
cool, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, pretty neat.
But they had it. Cool feature. Any feature's a good feature, as long as it works.
Not true.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get into that topic. Okay, next, my favorite title of a game, Dragon Quest XI S, Echoes of an Elusive Age Definitive Edition.
That was a lot.
Yeah. It might be the longest title of a game I've seen. But not real news there. It does come out September 27th, so again, just around the corner. I hear this is an amazing game. It is an investment of a game. It's something like, and if Tails is out there, it's like 80 to 100 hours to beat the game, and then that's when like the real game starts. And then it's like a long just tons of content on it, and this one has all the content and all the unlocks and all that stuff. There is a free demo of it though that Shadow drops. It's a demo. It came out today, so pretty cool there. Definitely one that I plan on picking up once I probably get through Fire Emblem, if that ever happens. So
Nice.
yeah, so there's that. And then some of those characters from Dragon Quest cross over into a game I'm sure everyone's been waiting for. Tokyo Mirage Sessions FE Encore.
Oh, it's finally happening.
It's
This is
finally happening.
Thanks, Lampy.
Lampy's glad to see we didn't die. Of excitement
We are
because
too.
this game is coming out. Yeah, I have no idea what this game is. It looks like a weird dance battle game with anime. It kind of looks like Deku on the front there, but that's about all I
A little bit.
So
He looks like a pretty traditional anime hero main character.
fair enough. That comes out September 17th for all you diehard fans out there. Yeah, there's that. More games I've never heard of. Deadly Premonition 2. I haven't even heard of the first one, but this is the second one. It's coming out in 2020.
You never heard of DP, bro?
DP2. A blessing in disguise. Oh my god.
Google it, bro, if you haven't heard of DP.
Yeah, just
Google DP.
chat. Let me know what you
gosh.
find. Don't send me links, please. I regret this already. 2020. Cool. It's coming out 2020. Next up, in case you missed it and are excited for the second one but never played the first one, Deadly Premonition Origins is coming out today. Yes, today. Shadow dropped today. So there you go. You like solve murders. This gist of the game. That's all I got. Let's see. Speaking of Shadow drop.
Lampy, Google DP.
Yep. Never mind. What up, Lampy? Let's see. Speaking of Shadow drops, Divinity Original Sin 2 Definitive Edition. A game that came out, I believe, 2016, 2017? Could be wrong on that. Primarily on PC. I'm not sure consoles, to be honest. It drops today. It is multiplayer on the Switch or on Steam. And you can do cloud saves between Steam and Steam. Did I say Steam and Steam? The Switch and Steam.
There you go.
Bam.
That's actually
So,
awesome. I've always
yeah.
wanted to play this game, and I haven't, and I've heard really good things about it. But I think it being on the Switch is kind of like a selling point for me. And
More
the fact
accessible.
that if I could, and if I can sync it, that's really cool too. So
Yeah. I thought that
wish
was
more games did that.
a huge thing that they highlighted as a feature, but like it was still like they really should have like nailed that one home because
Yeah.
that's awesome. I have a lot of friends that play D&D that absolutely love this game. I never got into it, so definitely tempting. Although, God, there's so many games out
I
right
know,
now.
so many games.
So, another game, nostalgic trip here. Doom 64. The first time Doom 64 has ever been re-released, officially at least, is coming out November 22nd to the Nintendo Switch, same day as Doom Eternal. So no coincidence there, but Doom 64 will be exclusive to the Switch. So,
how many people do you think are going to buy the wrong game and just be like, man?
So many parents buying it for their kids for the holidays, just completely wrong. Yeah. Let's see. Next up, game that kind of piqued my interest, to be honest. Rogue Company. To be honest, this guy on the right, I thought was the guy from Walking Dead / Breakpoint, Ghost Recon, Breaking Point.
Oh, John Burtnall?
Yeah, him. The guy with the dogs. When I first saw it come on the screen, I was like, God, this guy is in every game. But that's not him. This game looks super customizable as far as outfits and weapons. Seems to be some sort of mercenary type combat game. Couldn't quite get a tell of what it is, but looks kind of interesting. Graphics looks pretty good, especially for a Switch. And it's coming out in 2020, so super specific there. Oh god, it's 9:45. Gonna hurry up. Actually, I'm not gonna hurry up to this next one. Pokemon Sword and Shield. Coming out November 15th.
Hell yeah.
We have heard a lot about this game, but wow, Nintendo just keeps going downhill with their famous pen-pending Nintend-uendos. Nailed it. So they highlighted 4 features. Again, November 15th coming out. You can customize your look with outerwear and gloves and makeup and swimsuits. Could not find an image. I Google searched it. I didn't want to scroll all the way through the actual VOD and screenshot it. But kind of weird, and I know it's going to get really corrupted with this next feature, Pokemon Camp, where you can go play with your Pokemon, and you can also visit other camps with up to 4 players, and you can interact with other Pokemon. They did not specify if consent was allowed. And yeah, with swimsuits and going to play with other Pokemon and it being semi-online, I feel like it's going to get creepy.
Remember, snuggling with Pikachu is cute. Snuggling with Machoke is super weird. So, just all context.
I'm going to actually skip this next one, go to the 4th feature. I'm going to come back to the 3rd feature because this 4th feature and the cuddling ties in so well, because you can get Polteageist, which, first of all, come on, Pokemon, I know you're running out of ideas, but it's a ghost that inhabits dinnerware.
A teapot.
Found in hotels, they said. And if you're nice enough to it, it'll let you taste its tea. Which is itself, because they say it's tea. So then that's weird. But then luckily they followed it up with a much better Pokemon called Cramorant, which will swallow anything that fits in its mouth. And uses an attack called Gulp Missile.
Like, turns out we're all still 14 at heart.
I know, yes. I know we're all children at heart, but come on, Pokemon. You're legitimately just... Wow.
I just feel like there's somebody giggling like crazy in their studio.
I would be. They're just like, okay, guys, we're really out of ideas for Pokemon. And what's specific to this Pokemon? Gulp Missile is a specific attack only this Pokemon can use. Oh, Nintend-uendos. Oh, and then going back to the 3rd and honestly the weirdest feature, even beyond these innuendos, you can cook curry. And they highlight spicy sausage curry immediately in the direct as well. You can cook over 100 types of curry on rice, and you actually get a curry dex. So you can track all the different curries you know how to make and can make.
Is this real life right now? Is this real life?
I feel like this game is just.
We heard you. We knew that you wanted all of the Pokemon and wanted that whole dex. But you know what? Instead, we're going to allocate that resource and put it towards curries. Because
Yo, dog, we heard you like collecting. So we put collections in your collecting game.
And now you collected.
So, for sure, all the innuendos are because they're like, okay, Pokemon, original Pokemon people are adults now. They're all probably creepy because they play these little kid games. I don't blame them. Secondly, we saw Final Fantasy 15. We know how much you guys like pictures of food in different Japanese foods and video games. So throw a curry decks in there. Just curry, though. We don't want any of that, ramen noodle shit. Just curry.
That's insane.
Yes. So, way to go, Nintendo. You're adding features. I don't know what to say else on that one. Good news, though. Super Nintendo is coming to the Nintendo Online, whatever. Nintendo Switch Online, Super Nintendo Entertainment System. Like, that was a giant-ass title, too. So, SNES is coming. It's amazing. It comes out today.
Whoa.
Today, might be tomorrow, technically. I'm not sure. It's today or tomorrow. So, there you go. For free, if you have the Nintendo Switch Online service, which again is $20 for a year. If you got Twitch Prime, I think you get like 3 months free. It's coming out.
You get the whole year free.
Is it the whole year?
Yeah, so you got 3 months, and then at the end of 3 months, you got to collect your other 9 months.
Oh,
so it was a year.
Gotcha.
It was a year total.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So, some of these that I'm excited for. So, it's like 20 or so games that are coming out initially, and then there's going to be more releasing eventually. For me, the Star Fox and... where is it at? Actually, I just wrote it down, didn't I? Star Fox, Super Mario World, and Yoshi's Island. I am pumped for. Super Mario Kart I actually never played on SNES. So I'm really hoping that Super Mario RPG comes. I was a little disappointed that it was on this list, but I think there's a lot of like licensing with that one that they have to work through from kind of rumors I've heard about it. So maybe someday. But any ones kind of jump out to you guys?
For me, it's all the big ones, specifically Super Mario World. I mean, SNES was probably one of my. It was like the console for me growing up. And we had an NES, but I was a little too little to remember that. But SNES was everything to me. So this is like super exciting for me. I'll definitely go down memory lane for sure.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and I'm a big Zelda fan, so
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to Link to the Past.
Yeah, never played that one, so I might have to check that out.
I don't see Donkey Kong on that list.
Yeah, I think there was other licensing thing with that too, with it being rare and stuff like that. It's people speculating at least. Super EDF Earth Defense Force is a game I've heard amazing things about. That was super ahead of its time for the amount of stuff you could do in it, so I do kind of want to check that one out too. A cool feature of the Super NES on Nintendo Switch Online is it does have a rewind feature too, because all these games are like super hard comparatively and have no saves and all that stuff. Well, some saves for Super NES. You can actually rewind if you die too, so you can kind of save yourself, which is pretty awesome.
Nice.
Easy mode. And then the controller, which did get kind of leaked a couple weeks ago, is confirmed. So the wireless Super Nintendo controller works just like a Switch Joy-Con, essentially, with a USB-C plug. $29.99. You do have to be part of the Nintendo Switch Online service to order it. So there you go. You can go on the website,
Interesting.
Nintendo website, and order.
People are going to resell them on eBay, Amazon.
Yeah, probably. See. Next up, real quick, Tetris. Oh my god, that image is gigantic. Tetris 99 update coming out tomorrow. They are releasing a physical edition of Tetris 99 with the DLC and some other stuff on, actually, this Friday, September 6th. They have different custom themes, icons, there's some paid DLC. Apparently this is the second paid DLC as well. This update tomorrow is free. there's also paid DLC. There's missions you can do, like daily missions. This Tetris Maximus is you have to have won a Tetris 99 to even be able to play that. So they got some like harder modes, if you will. Next up, Mario and Sonic at the Olympics. Tokyo 2020 comes out November 5th. Basically, it's a standard game, except it also has some of the retro ones as well from the original Mario and Sonic Olympics. So pretty cool there. That'll definitely be a cool party mode one. There were actually some streams out there, people playing it already. So at PAX West, there were some panels where they were actually playing that and streaming it. It looked super difficult because they were playing the retro ones and no one knew what the hell to do. So that was kind of entertaining. Next up, Daemon X Machina. And sorry, I'm kind of flying through here since we're running out of time. There was a demo in July or August for this one. There's another demo that's dropping today. It said later today, so hopefully right now. It releases on September 13th. But if you do the demo, your save does carry over to the full game. It does confirm to have co-op 4-player in it. I never actually enjoyed the first demo, so I might check this one out. It's supposed to be longer and story-driven, so there you go. Star Wars Jedi Knight 2 Outcast comes out September 24th, so I'm super pumped on that. Quick side note, one of the first Star Wars games I really remember playing and loving, and the first time I played it at a friend's house with invincibility on it. One of the first bosses you actually have to die to, so we couldn't figure out how to get past him because we couldn't die, but we had to die. So yeah, amazing game, so much fun. Lightsaber duels are amazing. Witcher 3 Wild Hunt Complete Edition comes out October 15th. Assassin's Creed Rebel Collection, which is Assassin's Creed Black Flag and the other one that came out right around it, I'm blanking. But that comes out December 6th. Dauntless, Mr. Mike over here, I know, big fan of Dauntless, comes out this year in 2019, and it has true crossplay. So that's going to be similar to the Call of Duty, like Pharaoh Games was talking about. Not a shooter, but a Monster Hunter-esque world where it is true crossplay and progression across platforms, and it's a free-to-play game. So pretty cool.
Which they already have right now, PlayStation, Xbox, and PC. Forsyth and I have played that. Remember we played a couple weeks ago.
I wasn't sure if it was still true crossplay between all those right now, but that's awesome.
Yep. As far as I know, unless they've retroactively removed it, it was full crossplay and cross progression. So it sounds like they're just adding Switch to the lineup.
Awesome.
Which is very cool.
Very cool. Let's see. Just Dance 2020 comes out November 5th. Grid Autosport, September 19th. Farming Simulator 20, December 3rd, which now you can train for the Farming Simulator eSport on the go.
Why are we doing this?
We should be doing this.
We
should just only stream that. Ni no Kuni Wrath of the White Witch, September 20th. NBA 2K20, Friday, September 6th. Call of Cthulhu, October 8th. Outer Worlds, soon. So, that was news. I just realized I didn't put in there. So, it got... Actually, we might have talked about that last week. Outer Worlds got confirmed for Switch, but not at launch. They just said they were working towards it. They didn't say when, so it's coming soon. Devil May Cry 2 comes out September 19th. Vampire comes out October 29th. And then we get to... Animal Crossing, New Horizons. Let's see, again, that comes out March 20th of 2020. 4 players can play on one system. Looks like a clusterfuck to me. 8 players can play together online. You can create different items, like a flimsy axe, which when they showed it was clearly a red toolbox that he created. So I don't know what
really got me is they kept emphasizing that you could put furniture anywhere. It was like all over the screen. And I'm like, is this really the selling point? Like, you could put furniture anywhere.
Yeah, and one was clearly, I think it was a net or something like that, like staked into the sand, and he's just like pushing it along. I'm like, that's not how that works at all. But...
Right, exactly. Okay. Or when he scoops up the tree with the shovel. And just plop.
Plop, tree. So, yeah, there's that. Still... I want to play it, but the trailers and stuff they've shown have just not enticed me. So, I don't know. And then, I'm sure, huge news to a lot of people But again, I was not one of those people that played it because I never had a Wii. Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition is coming out next year, so 2020. So that was kind of what they ended the Direct with. So hooray for Xenoblade fans. It's probably something I will want to check out because I just hear it's a classic, like, Final Fantasy VII and all those. But yeah, never got a shot to play. So there we go. And that concludes the Nintendo Direct. Whew. Made it.
We did it.
Now,
Nice job.
3 quick little stories that are just, I put in the miscellaneous category because I found them and I was like, this doesn't belong in the news, but at the same time, it's kind of funny.
We don't talk about it.
Sims 4 is getting a patch, I believe it's this Thursday, to let you build stairs. And not just normal stairs, but any sorts of stairs you want, fully customizable, rotatable, different levels, different amount of steps per stair. Some Twitch streamers crying about it because they got to play it and said it was so amazing. So, y'all need to settle down when it comes to Sims 4. Calm down. You're going to get your mermaid update eventually. Or you
realize that, like, Sims 4 is probably the most profitable EA game ever. Ever. It's like 50 cents a shirt, 25 cents for a pair of shoes. I bet you they make millions a day on this game.
Well, now they're going to make millions more because they got all these stairs options.
Stairs.
So there you go. Next up, Plants vs. Zombies Shooter. The one that we actually got invited to private alphas for and then never did. Comes out today? Yes. Oh, wait. So, it comes out October. Let's see. What was the date? Sorry, I didn't write it down. October 18th. But if you purchase the Founders Edition for a low $29.99, you can play it today. 6 weeks early.
Wow.
So, there's that.
Wow.
We'll see what people say about it. It looks better than I thought it would have looked, but still not interested.
6 weeks, though? Holy
Yeah, 6 weeks.
shit.
Wow.
Kind of insane. And then this other one is not news at all, but I saw on Reddit, and it was a GIF. And it is just a clip of somebody playing Madden 20, which came out, and it still says Madden 19. It's in the game.
Yeah, that just goes to show.
Good job, EA.
Yeah.
So, going back real quick, as of Q3 2019, EA has crossed the $1 billion in lifetime revenue for The Sims 4.
That's why they couldn't
billion
quality
dollars.
test Madden 20 to find all the old images.
Because they don't give a shit about Madden.
It was like, yeah, this makes us, hundreds of millions, but it's no Sims 4.
Oh my gosh.
And that brings us to the end of the news. And if you like that miscellaneous bit, let me know. We can include that in the future, but that was just kind of a random one that I threw in there.
Loved it.
Yeah, let's see. Deals of the week. PlayStation Plus, as a reminder, you can get that now. Batman Arkham Knight and Darksiders 3 are this month's
Solid, bro.
PlayStation
Solid.
Plus free games. Yes.
Really good games. Yeah.
Very good games. So there you go. And then Epic Games Store, again, you don't even need to pay money for it. You just get them for free on your library. Don't even need a download. You can get Celeste and Inside. Celeste, one of my games of the year last year. Through tomorrow, September 5th. So if you're watching this later, you should have watched episode 40. We talked about it then. And then starting tomorrow, going through September 12th, The End is Nigh and Abzu. I don't know how you pronounce that. But those are, again, free. September 5th through September 12th.
I'm loving this 2 free games a week, man. Like,
Yeah,
say what you
it's
will
nice.
about Epic Games, but 8 free games a month is insane.
Yeah, I mean, they're a little bit older games, but they're all, from
They're
what I
good
can tell,
games, though.
quality games. So
Yeah.
it's awesome.
Every time we announce one of these games, somebody in the chat goes, "Oh man, that game was really good." It's like every time there's at least one really
Yeah.
good game. So, pretty cool.
There we go. Although now I'm watching chat to see if anybody said that.
No, you did this time.
That's fair. I did say that about Celeste, so I'm in the chat. was great. Bam. Let's see.
Oh, hey, yeah.
So that brings us to what are we playing? So chat, let us know what you guys are playing, but I'm going to start over here with Mr. Mike / Sregge.
You know exactly
himself.
what I'm playing. So Sregge the Almighty is back in All Infinite. I have been playing WoW Classic pretty much non-stop for this week.
It's accurate.
The King
It's accurate.
has also been playing with me. You guys can check me out playing with him most nights over at twitch.tv/TheKingLive. I'm the sexy one with the giant shield. Loving it, man. I'm 31. Goal is to hit 32, 33 tonight. Working on getting to 60 and starting to raid. So, yeah.
Question, are you going to play your Paladin, which is much lower level, with us scrubs after the stream?
I will.
Don't sound so happy.
For several minutes.
Yes, at least 10. At least 10 minutes.
Perfect. We'll get
and then-
from
and
the
then I'm gonna
flight
go back to my
path
work.
to the mobs. Because
Yeah, no, I'll play with you. I'll play with you for a little bit, but I strongly suggest you guys grow up and play the Horde. So that way,
hey, now
you know.
it's my first Alliance character ever. I got plenty of 120s.
And I don't understand why you want to ruin a good.
It's true. Ruin a good thing. The first time being in Iron Forge or Stormwind, not attacking it. There you go. It's weird. It's really weird. Let's see. Okay, so that's it. WoW Classic. I'm not surprised. Just confirming.
Literally it. We didn't do Platinum Grind this week. I've not even played Clash of Clans. Like, my phone keeps going off like, hey, collect your shit. And I'm like, no, sorry. I'm busy. I'm
That's
doing
impressive
alchemy.
to beat out Clash of Clans for you.
Yeah. So.
Okay, Deion.
So, as you know, this has been my first time playing WoW Classic because I did not play WoW originally when it came out. So,
Here,
big moves.
Just try some heroin.
Yeah, right. Here, just
First one's
smell
free.
this.
Just a taste.
Smell this cocaine. See if it smells different. It's been a lot of fun. Been very lax, very chill for me. You know, and you guys have been cool as far as like, you know, letting me be a noob. But definitely a cool experience. Been a lot of fun, and yeah, I mean, I'm going to enjoy it. So I'll take it in stride and try not to get too addicted, but we'll see how that goes.
Mm-hmm.
We shall see.
Yeah. Aside from that, still playing some GTA here and there. Trying to run through some heists with like T-Gad, John, stuff like that. And then playing DayZ with Lampy here and there. And that's been a lot of fun. They just came out with a new update. And, I don't know, like new diseases and all this craziness.
Half as many broken legs, twice the disease.
There it is. You got it. You got it. So that's still fun, and I'll continue to play that. But yeah,
Nice.
It's all good, man.
I'll see. I've got a mix of them. So played the Hurricane Prep and kind of hunkering down allowed me to actually play kind of a variety of video games as it kind of worked out throughout the weekend. So played some more Control, enjoying that. I do find myself having to be in the right mood to play that game because it is a bit spoopy. Kind of terrifying. Really creepy. Fire Emblem 3 Houses. I've been playing that on the Switch. I just got to a pretty big plot point last night, actually. So I had that. I was a little reserved about playing it just in case we lost power or anything like that. I always kind of charged it, played it for a little bit, charged it again, just so if the power went out, I would have full charge. Galaxy of Heroes playing. Tomorrow is the Darth Revan event. I'm pretty excited about that. I'm going to probably not get...
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm going to probably be able to get a 5-star Revan if I do my math right. Unfortunately, we'll probably not be able to do the 6 or 7-star by the end of the week. So,
Yeah, maybe
but
I'll start playing that.
Amateur.
yeah, excited to be able to get him though because I've been getting all those characters for like a couple months, hoping that this event would come up. I was kind of hoping it'd be a little further down the line, but pretty excited. And then World of Warcraft Classic because I hate myself. I have played WoW since vanilla on and off. I always tend to get into it in bursts. Like I was saying earlier, always Horde. I have a Alliance Priest that I'm leveling here with Deion, and then I have an Alliance Rogue. They're both about 13 right now. So I'm just doing that one kind of side when Deion's not on. Enjoying it. WoW. I forgot how old the game is as far as no flight pass, the mount's not until 40, silver is hard to come by. Like, I had to not learn a talent or ability for my rogue because I couldn't afford to learn all the abilities. And I was like,
how about 1 hour Hearthstones? I was like,
this
oh my
one.
god, I completely forgot.
Yeah, 1 hour Hearthstones and not having a flight path at every little town is eye-opening compared to what I was used to playing. I think the last time I played was last October, probably. Playing like the 120 or whatever the cap is now.
Yeah, it's when right after BFA came out, I jumped on for you. That's actually, I came back for the first time since Cataclysm to play with you. And then I got to 120 in like 24, 25 days. And then you stopped playing.
Yeah, it's about right. It's about how I work with WoW. Although the Classic has got me in that nostalgia real hard. Like Scarlet Monster, I can't wait to get to. Because
I did I did Library yesterday, and then we tried to do, we did Graveyard yesterday a couple times. I tried to do Library, and just got destroyed. So
nice.
Do tonight.
My dog just broke into my room. So that I've had a surprisingly diverse week, so pretty excited about that. And we'll be streaming some WoW Classic right after this if you're sticking around. Don't be in chat telling us. I know the King Live is playing some World of Warcraft Classic, so
yep,
I think we'll jump onto that now. Any
awesome
final remarks, guys, before we switch over?
For the Horde.
I mean, I'm not going to argue. Okay, well, till next time, guys. Stay salted.
Bye.